So a couple of years ago, I watched this like Hallmark movie or something. It wasn't a real popular Christmas movie or whatever. About this guy that he grew up in an orphanage, and like he had this experience where the lady who was taking care of him in the orphanage burned his letter to Santa, and so he saw it as a kid and was like, oh, Santa's not real, and like turning against the season or whatever. And so anyway, I learned in that movie that actually, I don't remember if I looked it up or what, but the lady at the orphanage, she was actually Nordic, I believe. And in their culture, that's what they do. They burn the letters to Santa because, obviously, like, do you really send letters to, the North Pole? Like, does that happen, So in their tradition, they burn the letters. Like, he saw her from his perspective, as being this horrible, mean person that she burnt, his letter to Santa. But in her culture, it was actually, that's how you got the letter to Santa, was it was like a wish, sending a wish, So, like, it really taught me about perspective, and, like, how we view things. And if we don't view things from the culture, like, we can see these really bad things, like I get that, I'd be heartbroken as a child, like, because, like, that's not how I learned things. I didn't learn about Nordic culture, like, as he didn't either. So, sometimes if we, like, take a little time and learn the culture first, like, we can understand, the differences, and see that, like, she actually was doing what he wanted, like, how she knew how to do it. But, like, also as a child, like, you only know one side, so, like, you can't really blame the kid for getting mad either. But, sometimes if we explain our cultures, it's easier. But, with translators, that can happen a lot more easily. So, those are pretty free now. At least that I've seen. I knew somebody that was using them a long time ago. She didn't have any money, but that's how we communicated. She would type something in, and I would type something in, because we were learning from